Integrity is often a tough thing to provide in politics. So, what is the definition of integrity? It doesn't seem very easy, but in conclusion, integrity means that we do the right thing even though our surroundings do the opposite. Up to the next thing, integrity encompasses several key traits, including honesty, respect, responsibility, accountability, reliability, and courage. A real-life example could be a scenario where your teacher assigns a task for the whole class to complete. However, one of your friends doesn't know how to do it and bribes some seniors to do it for them. As someone with integrity, you would do it yourself and might also get some help from others through a proper way. Moving forward, as someone who upholds integrity, we should also learn to prevent such actions, which can lead to dishonesty or criminal offenses in pursuit of personal gains, and that is called corruption. Corruption can occur through various means, including bribes. So, what is a bribe? Bribery may be seen as offering or accepting any gift, loan, payment, reward, or advantage that is given or received for personal gain, even if it is illegal. For example, in a scenario, a business owner attempted to bribe the Minister of Housing and Local Government with promises of high-value properties in exchange for the opportunity to dominate the land development sector. Up to the next example of corruption, it brings us to embezzlement. What is embezzlement? Embezzlement is when someone illegally takes money or property that they were entrusted to manage. For an example of embezzlement, a company's accountant who is responsible for managing payroll, instead of paying the correct salaries, he secretly transfers extra money into his bank account. Over several months, he gains a large amount of stolen money. It is because he was entrusted with financial access. No one notices right away, and this is embezzlement. The next example of corruption would take us to abuse of power. Abuse of power is the misuse or improper exercise of authority, often by someone in a position of power or leadership, to harm or disadvantage others. Let's say the president abused his power by using government funds for his vacation, and this is an example of abuse of power. We continue to the next corruption, fraud. Fraud is an act of dishonesty, normally through deception or breach of trust, with the intent to either make a gain or cause a loss of money or other property. Let's say, a girl, Sharon, is doing an online bank transaction to buy something, and after a few days, she finds an anonymous transaction that was not done by her, and this is fraud. On 2023 August 15 night there were 10 people caught by the Singapore government police. There were accumulated over $1 billion worth of luxuries and cash being seized by the policemen. This huge amount of stolen money mostly originates from an online gambling website from Southeast Asia. Still, they were lastly found at Singapore when they were doing money laundering, and this is Singapore's biggest ever money laundering case. So what is money laundering? Money laundering refers to a process of illegally concealing the origin of money obtained from illicit activities. What brings us next is the effects of corruption. The effects of money laundering may be caused by increased crime rate, reduced foreign investments, increased cost of doing business, and reduced tax revenues. The effects of bribery may be caused by erosion of public trust, economic inefficiency, distorted competition, and social injustice. The effects of embezzlement includes financial loss, loss of trust, reputational damage, and operational disruption. And lastly, we have abuse of power, which concludes loss of trust, corruption increase, and fear and operation. Let's see some statistics on the corruption in Malaysia. The Corruption Perceptions Index is the leading global indicator of public sector corruption. Malaysia has a score of 50 this year, with a change of 0 since last year, meaning it ranks 57 out of 180 countries. It includes the MACC, SPRM, Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, which is a government agency that investigates and takes action against corruption in Malaysia. The next would be education. Teaching ethics and integrity in schools and institutions helps shape honest future leaders. Social media is also a tool for anti-corruption measurement. It's because social media is a powerful platform to expose corruption, spread awareness, and demand transparency. Last but not least, NGOs, non-governmental organizations, and independent groups that monitor government actions and promote good governance.